Hello to all my dear student. How are you? I am Deepen Singh, your biology teacher. Welcome to all of you in our school SJEC e-learning YouTube channel. So student, as you already know, we are just finished our chapter 8 circulatory system in last video. And in today's video, we are going to start our next chapter, chapter 9 excretory system. And in this chapter, our first question is what is excretion? Let's see. The removal of harmful and unwanted metabolic waste, excess of water and salt from the body is called excretion. Means in our body there are various types of substance fluids are present, and in these substance and fluid mostly are harmful and waste product. So our body needs to remove these fluids and substances from the body, and the process of removal these unwanted and harmful substances is known as excretion. And the organ associated with the process of excretion are called excretory organs, and the substance that unwanted substance that are excreted from the body are excretory products or waste product. Clear? Then the next question is what is the need of excretion? Why we do excretion? Let's see. During various metabolic activities occurring in a variety of body cells, carbohydrate, fats and protein are broken down, and their end products are carbon dioxide and ammonia. There are other end products which are also not usable for the body. So excess of mineral salt and water also affect the cell functioning, and their accumulation in the body is toxic and may lead to death. Hence, efficient removal of harmful and unwanted substances is essential for the normal functioning of the cells and body. Clear? Let's see excretory system in human being. In the case of human, it is known as excretory or urinary system. Clear? In human being, excretory system consists of following points or following parts. First of all, a pair of kidney. They function as the formation of urine, and a pair of ureter for carrying urine from kidneys to urinary bladder. Then there are urinary bladder for storing urine for temporary basis, and at last urethra for explaining means to move out urine from urinary bladder. Clear? There are various excretory products related with excretory organ in men, such as nitrogenous waste like urea, uric acid, excess of water and mineral, toxin, water soluble vitamins are the excretory products of kidney, and kidneys work for excretion. Clear? In our body, minerals, water, small amount of nitrogenous waste, sweat are the excretory products of sweat gland of skin. Means sweat gland present in our skin work for the removal of mineral, water, nitrogenous waste and sweat. Lungs. Lungs are also functioned as a excretory organ as they excrete carbon dioxide water vapor in the process of breathing. Clear? Liver also work as excretory organ and it excrete the urea, means conversion of ammonia into urea for excretion. Toxins, bile pigments, these excretory products are excreted by liver. At last, the undigested food, bile salts and bile pigments produced by breakdown of hemoglobin of exhausted, means used tired RBCs by large intestine. Clear? There are some excretory organs with their excretory products. Clear? Okay, let's talk about kidneys. First of all, its position. Kidneys are located in the abdominal cavity, means stomach region, just beneath the diaphragm, one on either side of vertebral column. The left kidney is placed slightly higher than the right one because liver displaces the right kidney somewhat downward direction. Externally or in external structure of kidney, they are chocolate brown color bean shaped structure and each kidney is about 10 centimeter long and 6 centimeter broad. Each one is covered with a double fold of peritoneum. The inner margin of kidney is concave and has a notch called hilum. It is the place from where ureter and renal vein come out of kidney and renal artery enter, as we can see in the given diagram. Here is a diagram represent excretory system of human being in which we clearly observe a pair of kidney, left and right kidney, renal artery and renal vein, adrenal gland also present a cap-like fitting in both kidneys, inferior vena cava and aorta, ureter and urinary bladder for storing urine sometime, urethra expelling urine from urinary bladder, and at last urinary opening. Clear? Okay, let's discuss some points about ureter. Ureters are two thin muscular tubes about 28 to 30 centimeter long, and each ureter arises from the notch of kidney at hilum, and its anterior part is funnel shaped and is known as pelvis or renal pelvis. Ureter opens into the urinary bladder by a slit like aperture and it carries urine from the renal pelvis to urinary bladder. Clear? Now, what is urinary bladder? It is a pear shaped sac with muscular contractile wall and it lies in the pelvic region, stores urine till it is excreted, means for temporary basis. The neck of urinary bladder is surrounded by a sphincter, means they work as a regulation and it closes the opening of urinary bladder until the time of urination. Then urethra, urinary bladder open outside through a thin walled tube. In male, urethra is 20 centimeter long and passes through penis, and it convey urine as well as semen. Next thing, in female, urethra is only 2.5 to 4 centimeter long. Means in male it is about 20 centimeter long, and in female it is only about 2.5 to 4 centimeter long, and serves for the passage for urine only. And infection of urinary tract is more common in women than in men because of short urethra in female. This is the external structure of kidney. Now see the internal structure of kidney. Internally, a kidney consists of mainly two regions, the cortex and the medulla. Means cortex region and medulla region. First of all, cortex region. As we can see in the given diagram, this diagram represents a longitudinal section of kidney by A and a part of enlarged to show location at different parts of kidney tubules in B section. Clear? And in this diagram, we can clearly see the cortex and medulla region shows in B part. Cortex and medulla. Clear? First of all, cortex. It is the outer dark region of kidney and it contains Bowman capsule and proximal and distal convoluted tubule of uriniferous tubules. Then medulla. It is the inner lighter region of kidney and it is composed of Henle's loop or uriniferous tubules and collecting tubules. They appear as fine strip. They are organized into several pyramids, and the apex of each pyramid projects into the pelvis. The word pelvis we already read in a ureter. Let's revise one time. Pelvis or renal pelvis. Towards the concave side of kidney, there is a funnel shaped cavity present known as renal pelvis, and from where the ureter starts. A number of projections of medulla extended into pelvis as renal papillae. Clear? The next topic is structure of a kidney tubule or uriniferous tubule or nephron, and it is also known as the structural and functional unit of excretion. Let's see. First of all, each kidney is formed of about 1,000,000 long and fine coiled tubes known as nephrons or uriniferous tubules, and these are the functional and structural unit of kidney. Each nephron is formed of two parts, renal capsules, and it is also known as Malpighian body or Malpighian capsule, and the second one is renal tubule, which is also known as nephric tubule. Okay, first we understand the diagram. There is a diagram represent a structure of a Malpighian body. Malpighian body means it consists glomerulus and a Bowman capsule both. That's why it is known as Malpighian body. And in this diagram there are two arterioles, afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole, and a cup-like structure known as Bowman capsule, in which a tuft-like structure found known as glomerulus. Clear? there are some kind of layer of squamous epithelial cell, cavity of Bowman capsule, and a PCT, proximal convoluted tubule, which we discuss further. Clear? Let's see renal capsules or Malpighian body. It is the blind end of each nephron is in the form of a double-walled cup known as Bowman capsule. The wall formed a single layer of squamous epithelial cell and the cavity contained a knot-like tuft of blood capillaries known as glomerulus. The glomerulus and Bowman's capsule together form a Malpighian body, and the capillaries in the glomerulus are formed by the branching of afferent arteriole which rejoin to form efferent arteriole. Malpighian body function as a ultrafilter, means the blood while passing through the glomerular capillary is filtered and filtrate is collected in the Bowman capsule. Clear, student? Next is renal tubule or nephric tubule, means the rest of the tubular part of nephron is called renal tubule, and it is differentiated into following three parts. First one is PCT, means proximal convoluted tubule, and it is the highly coiled proximal part of renal tubule. It lies in the cortex along with Malpighian capsule, and this part of renal tubule absorbs water and all the useful salts, amino acids and glucose from the nephric filtrate. Clear? Next part is Henle's loop. It is a U-shaped narrow tubular part of renal tubule, and it consists of a descending limb, a loop, and a ascending limb. It lies in the medulla and mainly absorb water from the nephric filtrate. Clear? The last part is DCT, distal convoluted tubule. The distal convoluted part also lies in the cortex. It opens into the collecting tubule or duct. It secretes some ions and ammonia from blood into the urine and reabsorbs the remaining water and chloride ions. Means we can say that a nephron is divided into mainly two parts: renal capsules or Malpighian body found in the cortex region and renal tubule found in the medulla region. Renal capsules again divided into two parts: funnel shaped Bowman capsule and tuft like glomerulus, and renal tubules divided into three parts: PCT, Henle's loop, and DCT, means proximal convoluted tubule found in cortex region, Henle's loop found in medulla, and then distal convoluted tubule found in cortex region. Clear? At last, there are some collecting tubules or collecting ducts are present. Means several collecting tubules from nephron open into collecting duct. A number of collecting ducts are grouped together, joined together to form a pyramid-like structure, and the pyramids present in medulla open into a small funnel-like structure known as calyces, which collectively open into large funnel-shaped renal pelvis, as we can see in the given diagram. The diagram represents the structure and position of a single nephron in kidney, in which we clearly observe DCT, distal convoluted tubule, a glomerulus, Bowman capsule, PCT, descending limb of loop of Henle, some blood vessels, renal pyramids, ascending limb of loop of Henle, collecting duct, and renal pelvis, which are divided into cortex and medulla region. Clear? The next topic is the blood supply. Means blood supply to kidneys, because in blood all type of material is present, and kidney filter the blood to remove these unwanted wasteful material. Means kidney receive blood by a pair of renal arteries that arise from dorsal aorta. Renal artery branches into arterioles. The arterioles that enters the Bowman's capsule is called afferent arteriole, and it divides into a number of capillaries which form a closely fitted knot-like mass, the glomerulus. Means the capillaries of glomerulus at the end rejoin into an afferent arteriole. It is narrower than afferent renal arteriole. It comes out from the Bowman's capsule and forms peritubular capillary network. Around the renal tubule, the capillary network unites to form a renal venule. The various renal venules join to form the renal vein. This is the blood supply to kidney. At last, there is a diagram represent various parts of a nephron structural and functional unit of excretion with their function. In this diagram, we clearly see a unit or a single nephron. In this diagram, the afferent and efferent arteriole can be seen. The branch of renal artery, PCT, proximal convoluted tubule, branch of renal vein. Henle's loop means glucose, amino acid, mineral, iron, water are reabsorbed in blood in PCT, proximal convoluted tubule. There is a Malpighian capsules also represent glomerulus and Bowman capsule. DCT, digital convoluted tubule, linked with collecting tube, means water, some salts and nitrogenous waste like urea and creatinine are secreted in this collecting tube in the form of urine, which transfer these filtered material into the hilum. From hilum, it transported into renal pelvis to ureter, and from ureter, it store in urinary bladder for temporarily basis. Clear? It is the functioning of excretion. functioning of a single unit, functioning of a single nephron. Clear? So student, we discuss next topic in our next video, which is physiology of urine formation. How urine formed in our body, what are the components. Okay, so if you like our way of teaching, our hard work, so please subscribe us to learn more and be updated about your syllabus. Thank you for watching the video.